The XRP price has been set and it's sitting at about $60,000 per XRP as confirmed by Forbes and confirmed by Google AI and Bing AI that Forbes did in fact release an article titled "The New Bitcoin is XRP" and it's headed to $60,000. In fact, numerous articles reported on that original article published by Forbes, highlighting that Forbes did in fact state that XRP's price would be worth over $60,000, surpassing Bitcoin by 2030. Now, it's extremely important to comprehend that XRP has had multiple price glitches in the past, but more recently, and this is literally a couple days ago, XRP's price glitched to over $62,000. In fact, $62,032 per XRP was the price, and it happened again just hours ago. In fact, people were able to actually transact at that level before the exchange ended up reverting all the transactions and then refunded people their XRP in exchange for a refund in the cash value. And all of this is happening as multiple institutions, which include BlackRock, includes JP Morgan, and a bunch of other outlets actually went public and confirmed the fact that trillions will begin flowing into the XRP ledger. About $165 trillion is what we are expecting, and it's all going to happen by the end of this year. Now, before we delve deeper into this video, I do want to announce that we are working with Uphold, which is giving every single person watching this video up to $100 for free to get themselves some more XRP with it or buy any type of crypto. This is a free opportunity for you to literally get free money without having to do anything. It takes less than 5 minutes, and you just have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, post notifications, share this video, and then sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction. These 3-4 easy steps takes less than 5 minutes, literally free money, so I definitely recommend it. The supply of XRP continues to shrink every single day with every transaction, burning XRP in the process, but the demand continues to see exponential growth and exponential increase. In fact, recently, as we talked about the $654 trillion that is coming out of the XRP ledger, RealFi has unlocked only 100 million real tokens into the XRP ledger for phase 1 and have entered into institutional discussions which have officially begun on the tokenization of 654.9 trillion global real estate market via the XRP ledger. And the truth is, with only 8 days left until the end of the real token pre-sale, this is a critical time because the price has already 10x and it's likely going to do another 100 to 1000x within the next couple of days. If you guys didn't notice already, RealFi has entered into discussions with multiple institutional partners and has officially initiated the next phase of growth for the real token. The real token pre-sale is currently live. I'm going to show you guys it right now. So here it is currently as we look at it. It's up about 12% in the last 24 hours, but it's skyrocketed from 0.001 to 0.01. So a nice 10x growth. We see very strong support levels, very low resistance, but this overall is extremely bullish. Because as you can see, the breakout is quite clear that it's substantial. I mean, the price skyrocketed. Its scorecard received an 8.7 out of 10 with a 99 out of 100% BANX score, 100% KYC score, very low risk for total wallets. And even for when we look at total wallets here and we try and see the number, there's about 573 holders, which is actually massive. So again, let me make this clear. I'm not financial advisor, it's not financial advice, no zero research, but this is definitely something to look into because if we talk about the XRP ledger, we really have to capitalize that the XRP ledger is a finance ledger. And having something like the RealFi team and the ecosystem being built on the XRP ledger is major because this is really a payments utility project that we are talking about. This is something that is going to bring the XRP a new level of customers and obviously going to be very bullish in the process. It's actually very easy if you do want to look into the RealFi ecosystem and the real token. You can check out payrealfi.com, and of course you can go ahead and head onto the link. Now I want to tell you guys right now that they are making it clear that the issuer's address they have sent, do not use any issuer's address you don't know. Do not search a fake token in because there's a lot of fakes, but real token, which is the official token, if you use my link and use the issuer's address, that's the official token for the real Fi ecosystem's real token. So obviously just a few things to keep note of as we talk about that. And I also want to go over the... Anyways, I'll be leaving all the links down below in the description. If you do want to get in and try and capitalize on the real token, you will have the opportunity. Again, the links will be down below. But let's get back to XRP. In fact, there's a few clips that I definitely want to showcase because I think it's extremely important, including this one where Eric Trump says that crypto will destroy banks like JP Morgan and the SWIFT system. And in fact, Donald Trump, the president of the United States, the father of Eric Trump.
And I go, why do these banks even need to exist? What is it that JP Morgan Chase does, that DeFi, that blockchain can't do better, cheaper, more efficiently, more transparently? Hence really the creation of this idea, and really hence my entrance into the cryptocurrency world. And I think it's going to solve a lot of problems. The SWIFT system in this country is absolutely broken. Every week I'm waiting for a wire transfer to come in at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, or trying to send one out. It's slow, it's lethargic. It doesn't make any sense. You look at what digital currency can do. You look what a digital currency backed by the US dollar, backed by US treasuries, that can be sent anywhere on earth instantaneously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, can do. It's going to revolutionize finance, and we're very excited to be on the forefront of it.
President, a significant number of Americans are engaging with cryptocurrency. That includes Americans who use stable coins. And then there are the individuals and businesses around the world that access the American dollar through the use of dollar-backed stable coins. Mr. President, stable coins are a relatively recent financial innovation, but they've quickly caught on. They offer easy payments with the speed and security of the blockchain and the stability and usability of the dollar bill. There are roughly $250 billion of them now in circulation. Traditional financial institutions are said to be considering getting into the stablecoin business. And companies like Uber and Airbnb are reportedly exploring integrating them into their businesses. This President, it's clear that cryptocurrency is here to stay, and it's time that we bring it into the mainstream. Passing the Genius Act is a good first step. The Genius Act would provide a clear regulatory framework for stablecoins. It would ensure Americans can trust who they're doing business with when they purchase stablecoins, allowing the American people to exercise financial freedom with confidence. The Genius Act would also protect against threats to our national security and from criminal activity. It would require stablecoin issuers to uphold the same standards as other financial institutions to monitor and report suspicious activity, comply with U.S. sanctions, and block illicit transactions.
Now let's go back to the main title of this video. $60,000 per XRP confirmed, and it literally is happening by Forbes, which forecasted XRP's value to reach about $10,000 to $60,000. But it's not only Forbes. Actually, a major venture capitalist known as Liable Capital predicted $10,000 to $35,000 per XRP, and even the co-founder of Ripple Labs and the co-founder of XRP himself also released a statement saying XRP is designed for $10,000 and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. All of this sends a clear message that the true price of XRP sits not in the dollars, not in the tens or hundreds, but rather in the thousands of dollars as institutions and central banks begin onboarding the XRP ledger and begin actually building CBDCs on the XRP ledger. And over the coming days, we will end up seeing massive price glitches like the one we have literally seen yesterday and the one we've seen quite a couple days before, because as institutions jump on board the XRP ledger and as money begins to flow onto the XRP ledger, there will be substantially higher demand than there is supply, causing for a major supply shock. And this tends to be when you find the most glitches, when you find the price of XRP soar. And the biggest example of this is Gemini. When XRP was still at 50 cents, it skyrocketed to $50 on Gemini, and Gemini personally came out the exchange and said, yes, this isn't actually a price glitch, but rather this is actually a supply shock tendency that happened where there wasn't enough liquidity supply, but there was so much demand that the price ended up soaring. But again, they don't want to tell you this. They don't want you to know that XRP's real price is set not in the tens, not in the hundreds, but rather in the thousands of dollars, and that it's already been determined by the central banks, by the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, that XRP's value is in the tens of thousands. In fact, one of the biggest examples, again, is literally the co-founder of XRP and Ripple that literally said XRP is designed for $10,000. XRP is designed for $10,000 and must be scaled to accommodate 7.5 billion people. Now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, sign up for upload using my link in the description, and do a transaction to get up to $100. And check out everybody in this video, including Liable and the crypto trading file. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. Peace.